What's up everyone, Darcblade here with a breakdown of the Final Stand Developer Diary. This Developer Diary was showed off today and goes over the 5th free title update, which unfortunately is going to be the last title update for Monster Hunter World Iceborne. This means that this is the end of the updates as well as introducing new monsters. However, Capcom did say they would continue to support the game through event quests, but in terms of major content, this is it. This is the last one, which is both good and bad. So in this video I'm going to quickly go over and discuss what was shown off in this developer diary. First of all, they showed off the reveal trailer for the returning monster Fatalis. The Black Dragon is making its way back to Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and via a trailer we got to see it in all its glory. On top of that, it gave us a date to when this will be coming, which is the 1st of October 2020. Ryozu Tsuchimoto and his team then went on to talk a bit more about Fatalis, giving us a bit of information. They said the monster is going to be tough, but they wanted to make it a little bit different than what players experienced in the original Monster Hunter. It's going to be taking place in Castle Shrade again, although this of course has been graphically updated. There's going to be cannons, ballistas, and of course the Dragonator scattered around the map, which hunters can use to take on Fatalis. Join the special assignment to take on Fatalis as well. It looks like there's going to be more story aspects, and they're even introducing a new character shipped in from the guild known as the General. The excitable A-lister will also be playing a part in this little sub-story. This all looks great, and the veterans of Monster Hunter will probably definitely be excited to hear that Fatalis is making its return. But me personally, I'm a little bit indifferent. I've always found Fatalis a little bit generic, at least in terms of design. However, one of the best aspects about Monster Hunter, whether it's the monsters, hunters, whatever, is the animation and movements of the various characters and creatures in the game. So I'm looking forward to see how they've updated Fatalis in that regard. They then went on to show off some of the equipment that we can earn from Fatalis. It's going to be a little bit sad that we're going to get dragon weapons again, as we just got the dragon weapons from Elatrion, but regardless, the team teased us to what the set bonus would be on the armor. However, they actually didn't really go into detail. They did mention certain skills having skill caps, and I want to predict that maybe the Fatalis set bonus allows us to break these caps, maybe. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. The team also seemed very proud in regards to the Palico armor that you can get from Fatalis as well, which dresses your Palico up as the monster, and the weapon is a little miniature hunter. But that was about it for Fatalis. The team then went on to demonstrate and show off system updates. The big one being the Clutch Claw boost, a new skill added to the game that allows you to have both effects when it comes to Clutch Claw attacks. So, hypothetically, if you're using a heavy weapon, you couldn't normally get slinger ammunition to drop from a monster when you performed a Clutch Claw attack. With the Clutch Claw boost skill, it means that you'll be able to tenderize the monster in one hit and at the same time cause the monster to drop slinger ammunition. And the opposite as well works for light weapons. So light weapons, when they performed Clutch Claw attacks, they could get slinger ammunition to drop, but they needed to perform 2 Clutch Claw attacks in order to tenderize a monster. With the Clutch Claw boost, they can tenderize in one hit now, so that's going to be very useful, as I always found it annoying when using light weapons that you had to Clutch Claw attack a monster twice. They then went on to show off Master Rank layered armor. This will be coming with the update, although it should be noted that some layered armor materials require materials from event quests that will be available at a later date, but they didn't go into much more detail about that. They then went on to talk a little bit about saying that there's going to be new melding items. From the few notes they showed off, it looks like we'll be able to craft and meld certain jewels, namely some of the rare ones like the Mighty Bow Jewel, which is going to be a great quality of life addition for the game. There's going to be new upgrades to charms, like we'll be able to craft the Weakness Exploit Charm level 3, Master's Charm level 5, and more. These will all be available in patch 15.01, which I'll cover in a separate video after this one. The team then went on to talk a little bit about additional add-on content. Now, these take the form of pendants, room decoration, and more, but the majority of these are going to be paid DLC. However, these have no impact on the game in terms of gameplay, so I can let it slide, as Capcom have given us so much in terms of free content with Monster Hunter World. Buying a pendant or getting some decoration for your room is a nice additional thank you to the company, so these type of microtransactions are not invasive at all. However, I should point out that the Super 8 mini pendants will be free, so we do get some more extra decorations. Anyway, the next major topic they discussed was the Fun Frightfest. This new Halloween seasonal event will be making its way to Iceborne on the 16th of October. Of course, with it comes all the usual things you would find in the seasonal events. So the Gathering Hub will be decorated in a sort of haunted house theme. The NPCs will have various new Halloween costumes on. There'll be new outfits for your Poogie. Palico and Handler, and there'll be a new armor set as well as layered version for your Hunter. The snowmans will also be updated, and on top of that you'll also have daily limited bounties and access to pretty much all the event quests and more. Of course, when this comes around, as always, I will cover it in a more in-depth video, so check it out when the time comes. The team then went on to discuss the Fest Rush that is currently going on at the moment, where we have access to pretty much all the past seasonal events for the next few weeks to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Monster Hunter World Iceborne. However, from the 5th of September onwards, for the next couple of weeks, we will be getting new event quests added to the game. From the 5th of September to the 7th, we'll get 2 new event quests, one called Mew Our Number 1 and Old Dog New Tricks. Mew Our Number 1 is a Master Rank 100 event quest that has players taking on a Furious Rajang in the arena and will reward players with Great Spirit Vein gems and decorations. However, it should be noted that this is a tempered Furious Rajang, and the other event quest, Old Dog New Tricks, will have players hunting a Frostfang Barrioth and will reward players with gold melding tickets that can be used at the Elder Melder and they can be turned into decorations. But after that, from the 11th of September through to the 30th of September, so for the course of 3 weeks, each week we will get a new event quest that all take place in the Celiana Supply Cache, which was one of the set piece locations we fought Velkhana during the story of Iceborne. The first event quest, in the Tempest Wake, will have players taking on a Tempered Kushala Daora. The following week, Day of Ruin, will have players taking on a Tempered Teostra, and the final one, The Cold Never Bothered Me, will have players taking on a Tempered Lunostra. These event quests will apparently yield a decent amount of sealed face stones, helping us gear up for Fatalis, but I do wonder if there's any other additional rewards we'll get from them, but we'll have to wait and see. As always, I'll bring you more information once they come around. Capcom then gave us a little bit of a roadmap, highlighting what they have planned for September and October. However, there was one thing that should be pointed out here that wasn't really discussed during the developer diary, which is an event quest that will be involving Arch-Tempered Velkhana. However, it only says that this is going to be available in the fall, it didn't specify when specifically. This leads me to believe that we'll be getting additional Arch-Tempered monsters following this title update, even though this is going to be the last title update to the game. But as always, we'll have to wait and see. The team then went on to thank everyone for their support with Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter World Iceborne. The community for the game has been awesome, and they showed off a compilation of the game from when it was launched to its present state, after which they thanked everyone, showing off the highlights of this amazing journey that we've made together. But that was about it for the Final Stand developer diary. It is sad in a way that this is going to be the last title update, and like I said, I would have preferred someone else other than Fatalis for the final monster, but regardless, Capcom have done such an amazing job with Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter World Iceborne that it's not really an issue at the end of the day. They've continued to support the game through updates and new monsters, which is a lot more than some companies do in the gaming climate today. But what are your thoughts? Leave a comment down below, and until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you a breakdown of the Iceborne Final Stand developer diary. Hope you enjoyed the little video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.